Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to a special episode of Jacob Walks Over a Bridge. I'm Jacob. I'm currently on a bridge, and I have a very special guest today. For the first time ever on this podcast, I have brought along a friend. Say hi, friend.
What's up?
Andrew Lee. He is a beautiful man, and he has graciously accepted my invitation to be my first ever guest on this podcast. So,
You don't even know any details about me, man.
Oh,
You don't know any details about me.
I know everything about you.
What? That I'm just a beautiful man? Am
What-
I defined by my looks?
What else? What else do I need to know?
You can know that I'm a student, a struggling student, living in Philadelphia. That's all the people got to know.
That and that you're a very beautiful man.
Appreciate that.
Now, can you tell me anything about this bridge?
This bridge is, I think it's on Walnut. No, is it Walnut? I'm pretty sure this is Market. Actually, this is on Market Street, between 29th and 30th. We can see the FMC building, whatever that stands for. We can see the Aramark building. It's pretty breezy. It's nice up here.
I'm sure they got good food at the Aramark building.
Why?
Well, that's the company that does food service for baseball stadiums and all that. So it's probably really expensive, but
You can swing by if you want.
yeah, I'm good. I think I had my fair share of hot dogs today on this trip. So, do you know? So, how do you pronounce the name of this river?
Schuylkill.
Schuylkill?
Schuylkill.
Ice cream cone?
Yeah, exactly.
Ice cream cone.
Just
We're on
like
the,
that, yeah.
the Ice Cream Cone River. This bridge, there is a nice little plaque here that
What did it
says
say?
it's the Schuylkill permanent
Ice cream cone.
permanent bridge. And if my eyes are good enough, looks like this was built in 1932. Can you see the plaque over there?
I can see it over there. I can't really read it. It's a little bit old.
Yeah,
There's
let's
some
go walk.
graffiti on there.
Let's go walk. Yeah, we were sitting. It's hard. It's not great to sit. Yeah, 1932. Schuylkill Permanent Bridge opened to traffic January 1st, 1805. Altered and remodeled, 1850. Destroyed by fire, November 20th, 1875. Replaced the same year by a temporary wooden bridge. Iron cantilever bridge built and completed April 20th, 1888. Replaced by this structure in 1932. And it's been a good run so far. Hasn't been destroyed since. It's funny they call it the permanent bridge
Permanent
because
bridge. It's not temporary.
Yeah,
it's not going anywhere.
no, because
It's here.
though it seems like this bridge has had several, booms
Reiteration.
and busts. Yeah. Well, hopefully they're thinking this will be permanent, and I guess the name has rung true so far. It's still here.
It's like 90 years old. Not bad.
Just about, yeah. There, the view from, it's shorter than most bridges you see in New York City. It's very, there's no incline to go up. There's no large slope. There's no, the bridge doesn't open up for boats. It's just a nice stone.
Regular permanent bridge.
Yeah, you gotta. We're right now. I guess we're on the south side of the bridge.
Southern side of the bridge,
Yeah,
yeah.
we get a good view of the river flowing. A beautiful Schuylkill. I don't know if I'd want to go for a swim in there, but it's
Hell no.
it's flowing. That's something. They got some nice parks now. They got a nice little walkway.
Yeah.
Went there a few years ago. It was nice. That leads right up to the art museum, right?
Yeah, up that way, up north. Then down there, it goes all the way down to South Street.
Oh. It's very aptly named for probably the southernmost street in the city.
Yeah,
Like once you go there, you're probably like in just middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania.
more or less, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. So tell me, what's the most interesting thing you know about this river?
The most interesting thing I know about this river is that it separates Main Center City from University City. And it's kind of gross looking in there, so I'd never go for a swim in there.
Yeah, the feeling's mutual.
There's a highway by it. There's a walkway on the other side.
Very good
there
facts.
Are several bridges going across the river. I guess
Yeah.
because people don't want to swim across it.
That's
I think
very
it
smart.
works. I think the river works and it contributes to the ecosystem in a way that's invaluable to the environment of the Philadelphia.
Yeah. I did hear a rumor that the Schuylkill River, that the guy who is now the Philly Fanatic once went for a swim in that river, and when he came out, he was the Philly Fanatic. You know who the Philly Fanatic is?
Yeah, the green guy, right?
Yeah. So I think I learned the other day that the Fanatic's actually a bird.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of bird is that?
He has a whole backstory where, like, he comes from the Galapagos Islands, and he's
That's evolution for real.
Yeah.
He's
He's from the Galapagos, and he
Wow.
must have been one. I don't know if Darwin documented.
That's not one of his finches, I don't think.
No, well, if it is, that's something gone horribly
I guess
wrong.
that's proof that evolution is a real thing. Then.
Yeah.
There's
I think we need to go back. I think we've gone too far. I do know that he has his. I guess that makes sense now that because not only is he from the Galapagos, but he has his Galapagos friends or pals or buddies.
Like who?
I don't know. They got like little animals that they got other people in suits that they suit up and.
Oh, we have Gritty.
That's Gritty. I guess
the
Gritty.
Flyers.
Gritty's kind of like the cousin of the.
It's the weird cousin.
Yeah, with the eyes.
Yeah,
Like, he looks normal, and then he just like looks at you, and
Yeah, I seen him when I went to go to the Flyers game. He was just out there, just sliding around on the ice, being kind of weird. It was a good time.
on a scale from 1 to 20,
Yeah.
how sane did he look?
What, what's 20? Like insane or just sane?
Like super sane, like omnipotent. He knows
Definitely
everything.
a -5.
-5.
-5 maybe.
That
On a good day.
practically breaks the scale.
Yeah, dude. I mean, Gritty's a revolutionary, character
Yeah.
in the history of the city. I think that the city hasn't really seen that dynamic of a mascot in many, many years. So I think it's a really, really good thing for the culture of Philadelphia. I think it really contributes to just how unique and flavorful this great city is.
If there's one thing I could say about Gritty, he's very flavorful.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
Now, what do you think that Philadelphia is better, worse, about the same than New York?
It depends on what you're looking at. In terms of affordability, we're better by miles. In terms of walkability, we're also better by miles. Think about it, right? I mean, yeah, you have a lot of stuff in New York and you can walk around, but like, come on, you can't walk from one end of the city to the other end of the city realistically. Here you can. Pretty easily.
Well, I mean, there's certain parts you probably don't want to walk through around here. Probably over the Schuylkill's probably definitely not. Someplace you want to walk
You
in.
can walk over it from on,
You think
the,
it
on
ices-
the permanent bridge.
On the permanent one,
Yeah.
or any of you have a wide selection of not as
I
permanent
don't like
bridges.
the temporary ones.
No?
Not really.
Well, I guess
no.
if this one's the permanent one, I guess that would make all the other ones not permanent.
Not necessarily. You can have multiple permanent ones.
No, but this is the permanent bridge. All the other ones would
the
just be
permanent
they'd be
bridge?
imposters. They wouldn't be as good as the actual permanent bridge.
I mean, you did minor in, architecture and bridge building back at Emory. So I
Yeah,
believe you.
the much heralded Emory Architecture Department.
Right. The bridge subdivision. I've heard many, many good things about
Yes,
that.
with some notable graduates of that school, like I.M. Pei was an Emory grad, Sir Norman Foster,
Yeah.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle,
Yeah.
also another Emory grad. All great architects of various buildings or
Bridges.
detective novels.
That too.
Yeah. You like Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, I
Nope.
read a couple of the books when I was a kid. The
Yeah,
stories.
same. They were
They're interesting,
entertaining.
Yeah.
Now, do you think?
I watched the TV show though with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
That was a good TV show.
Some Benedict Cumbersnatch and so who do you think he's better than Robert Downey Jr. when he plays the character?
Did Robert Downey Jr. play?
Yeah, they got movies.
What?
At least one or two where he plays Shakespeare or not Shakespeare. Shakespeare. The other British guy.
The other British detective.
Yeah,
Shakespeare.
yeah. Shakespeare and Sherlock. Shakespeare and Sherlock. You see that that's those SHAPQ
Yeah. Alliteration. Yeah.
words. It's still early. It's Sunday.
It's true.
We just had our
12:30.
12:30. No, it's the afternoon, man. We had our banh mi's.
Yeah.
They're nice. We had stopped at a nice little banh mi place. Probably, apparently not the best banh mi
No.
place, but the best banh mi place that we were near at the time.
QT is the best banh mi shop in Chinatown, but if you want like a really, really good banh mi in South Philly, you can go to Cafe Diem. That place is dank.
You heard it here first. Cafe Diem, the place to go for banh mi's in South Philadelphia. Oh, there's a bird.
What kind of bird is it?
Probably a stork about to deliver a child.
Nice.
You know,
Very nice. Headed to the Children's Hospital down there.
yeah, oh yeah,
That's
see, it's
very
perfect.
appropriate.
Yeah. It's a bird.
Actually, I don't think you give birth at a children's hospital.
Well, I mean, where else do babies come from? But the baby, you know, like the
Baby
baby
hospital.
Yeah, baby store. All right. Well, I think that about does it. This has been a great time on the bridge. There hasn't been that much walking, so I'm sorry that this hasn't been true to the Jacob Walks Over a Bridge name, but I think there's not really that much to walk over. These bridges are kind of short. So
They're permanent.
Yeah, but they are permanent, and for that we are always grateful. So, any last words before we sign off?
It's been a pleasure being on your podcast. I can't wait until this is the top podcast on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts.
Do they do podcasts on Spotify?
Yeah, they have it now. They have everything now.
I need to expand. I'm almost on iTunes.
Get that, and then Spotify next.
Spotify next, and the Google Store.
World.
The World's
Store,
next. Yeah. All right. So, good day and good night.